Hey, you're listening to TheClassyGamer. This is going to be a week in gaming. The last week, a little recap for all you people out of the loop or don't know what happened. Just thought I'd do this because I don't have the time to do gaming videos all the time, but I still am on a computer and connected, so I get all the information. So here's a little rundown. Today, on Sunday, March 14th, Pokemon Gold and Silver, the remakes have been finally released. The big thing about this, the big to-do, comes with a Pokewalker, which is basically like a pedometer, but much more geeky. You transfer a Pokemon over to it, and something about however many steps you take, it gives your Pokemon experience. Now, while this isn't that bad, another feature is whenever it detects another Pokewalker in the area, it will beep. So if you're a 25-year-old something walking around and all of a sudden it beeps and there's a kid staring at you, you know why. Battlefield Bad Company 2 was released this week. Server issues out the ass. Now, a lot of people are claiming that they can't get online. EA has stated that, you just need to uninstall it and reinstall it, but you really shouldn't have to do this, especially because the game has been in beta for a week beforehand. They had plenty of time to fix this kind of issue. I even had issues back when it was in beta and wasn't able to connect for a bit. But it's all fixed now. EA released a patch on Saturday night to fix all errors, so hopefully that takes care of any problems for now. Otherwise, the game is great, and, it seems very well received. A little serious now. A girl killed herself with a gun. Now, the parents blame Nintendo Wii and that their guns look too realistic. Apparently, the father had pulled it out the night before because they heard an intruder, and then they ended up leaving it out on the kitchen table. Now, later that day, the next day, the daughter was in that room with the mother. Apparently, the father was asleep. This is all alleged because they don't really know the whole story. And the girl ended up shooting herself in the abdomen. She was rushed to hospital, but she died. This brings a point of those Wii guns. Are they too realistic looking? Because I've seen pictures. I looked them up. Some of the ones for like the handguns look like actual guns almost, especially when you put them in context with another gun. So maybe they need to change it. Maybe they need to change the color scheme, because I know the color scheme is black on the ones I've seen. So changing the color scheme might fix it. I don't know. But people need to also put away their guns after they pull them out for stupid shit like this. Could have all been prevented if people had taken care of proper gun safety, put the safety on the gun, put it away right after, and not left it on a kitchen table. BioShock 2 DLC was released, I believe. I'm not sure if it was released or going to be released, but basically the DLC is already on your disc, which kind of brings the issue of when you purchase a game and you purchase that game disc, do you actually own everything on that disc? Because you have to pay to unlock that DLC, but it's already on a game that you've bought. Everyone should be able to access that technically because they bought the game. But that's for, someone else to figure out. Minecraft has exploded on the scene. Now, it's a game, if you haven't heard of it, it's a game where basically you can place bricks. It's like, imagine Lego on a much larger scene, multiplayer, a whole world. But the idea is the in-dev, this one guy who's making it is making it so there's a survival mode where there's actual monsters going around. You build your own castle, you build your own fort, and, day-night cycles. He's still working on it. It's in alpha. It's half price right now, so if you haven't heard of it, go and check it out for free at minecraft.net. It's a really great game. I'd suggest it to everyone who, enjoys construction games or sandbox games. Lots of servers out there. The game's, I think, $12, if I'm not mistaken, or something around there. So right now it's in alpha stage, where he's still creating a lot for the game, a lot of patches coming up. And the game's half price if you buy it now. He's actually quit his job, his main job, so that he can work full-time on this. So go and check it out. Enjoy yourself. Valve games have been released, are going to be released for Mac. Now, this is great because, first of all, Valve has stated that it's not going to be just a port or, they're going to use emulation technology or anything. They're actually using native coding for the source engine on Macintosh computers. Now, this is a huge step because one of the first games, no, it's not the first games, but it's a big group of games coming to Mac. It also means that Linux games, there might be games for Linux soon. But yeah, so I think it's a great idea. Other people are kind of hesitant on the idea, but I think more people playing, it means more people will be purchasing the system because, well, purchasing games because, well, you know, more games out for more systems. So yeah, I find it to be a good idea. And now the last little note: OnLive service has been reported to come out June 17th. It'll cost $15 a month and require a 1.5 megabit connection. Now, if you don't know what OnLive is, basically you pay $15 for the service and then you have to buy games through them. What it does is, well, what it's supposed to do. Now, we don't know if it works yet or not or what's going on because it sounds a little sketchy to me, but basically it's supposed to be lag but high def gaming for computers that really couldn't run it in the first place. And what it does is it's supposed to take all your commands that you're doing on the keyboard, so you know if you're playing a game, you know, up, down, left, right, or anything, send it to the server where it renders the frames already for you. So it renders the game. You don't have to use any computing power of your own, and then it sends you the rendered game video through YouTube service, then makes it bigger on your screen, and it's supposed to make it so that anyone can play on a computer. Now, I don't think this will be a, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical just from a computer guy standpoint. I don't think that doing this will be effective, look good, or there won't be lag because, I don't know, the ping from server to server after encoding and all this stuff and then having to come over to your side and then all that shit. I don't think it's going to work that well. But you never know. And we'll see on June 17th. Anyway, that's everything from the Classy Gamer. This is a week in look back. Anyway, I'm gonna leave. Have a classy day.